I'm Victoria Taylor. I'm the charge at the U.S. Embassy, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how I celebrate Chinese New Year. I grew up celebrating Chinese New Year because I'm Chinese American. I'm one of 5 million people of Chinese background living in the United States. I grew up in Springfield, Missouri, but my mother grew up in Taiwan, and that's where she met my father. My father was studying on a Fulbright program in Taiwan. They met, got married, and eventually they moved back to Springfield, Missouri. For many Chinese people, celebrating with friends and family over food is an important piece of starting the new year. And my family also celebrated Chinese New Year by cooking a lot of food. So I'm going to make a few different dishes for you that really are my favorites and that help me to remember what it's like to celebrate Chinese New Year with my friends and family. There's a few important themes in celebrating Chinese New Year and recurring themes like prosperity, abundance, and also good luck. And a lot of the food that we make and the things that we do really symbolize these themes. So for example, I'm going to be making dumplings. And dumplings, we make them because they resemble gold nuggets. We also make noodles, and noodles are really important to the celebration of Chinese New Year because they represent long life. One other dish that is very frequently made during Chinese New Year is fish. And fish is important because the word for fish is very similar to the word for abundance. Another important way that kids remember Chinese New Year is with a red envelope. And when I was young, I really enjoyed Chinese New Year as well because my parents would give me a red envelope of money. And this is very traditional part of a Chinese New Year celebration. So now we're gonna make dumplings or pot stickers. And this is one of my favorite dishes, and I know one that a lot of you may have tried. Have you ever had pot stickers before? So one of the first pieces of this is making the filling. And so I've taken ground pork, ginger, soy sauce, green onions, and some sesame oil, and that's really my filling. And this is now my favorite part of making dumplings, and something that I remember from my childhood in which I did with friends and family. That's wrapping the dumplings. And so I'm going to start with a wrapper, and then I take water to put around the outside so that it will close. Then I take some of the filling. And then this is the tricky part, and this is the thing that Asian children will spend a lot of time doing right during Chinese New Year, and that is folding the dumplings. My mom was very specific about the way that I folded them and how many folds I made. And from talking to other friends of Asian backgrounds, they remember also being told by their parents and often their mothers that they needed to do more practice to get the folds right. And so I was taught to make 3 folds on each side. And my mom taught me that you have to make sure that it can stand on its own. If anyone has seen the movie Crazy Rich Asians, you will remember there is a scene there of the family sitting around and wrapping dumplings. And I think that that's a common experience for a lot of Asian families. And this is something that takes time, it takes practice, but is part of the experience for me of celebrating Chinese New Year. So I put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan for the pot stickers, and then I take the dumplings and I'm going to line them up around the pan so that they are all touching one another. So I'm gonna make it a little smaller. So now I need to just add a little water to the pan. And then I'm gonna let them steam so that the rest of it cooks. Cool. So the next dish I'm gonna make is dan dan noodles, which is one of my favorite noodle dishes. And we've already browned some ground pork. And we're going to add some more sauce to this. So we're taking some hot bean paste. I think many people will be just familiar with the light soy sauce. Okay, so the sauce for the dan dan noodles is a combination of hot chili oil, tahini, soy sauce, and a little sugar, but the most important ingredient is a Sichuan peppercorn. I don't know if any of you have ever had it before, but this is the kind of pepper that makes your tongue numb. And so I know for some people they don't like it, but this is both a flavor and a sensation that I really enjoy. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this on the plate or bowl. Okay, and so the final step is really what makes it look a lot nicer, but does add flavor. And so I'm gonna add some chopped green onion and some chopped peanuts to the top. And this is dan dan noodles. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you will try some of these recipes. We're gonna post them in the comments, and if you have any questions or things you wanna share with us, please do write in the comments. And most importantly, Happy New Year. 新年快乐.